Hello everybody. Today we'll talk about the price of success is always lower than the price of failure. This is really surprising for all of us to know that the price of success is always less than the price of failure. People think that price of success is much higher than the price of failure and they will not be able to pay the same and they prefer to remain failures. But then all of them are wrong. Most people think that to succeed, they need to have a family background, a lot of money, higher educational degrees, approach to big people, etc. But these were never the parameters of achieving success, nor are they today. You don't pay price of success by all these, but it is by something else which we will discuss in this video. But first things first. First, let's talk about what is the price of success that people think they have to pay, or rather they think the price of success consists of. So most common excuse of people in the world for failure is intelligence excusitis. In fact, it's so common that perhaps as many as 95% of the people around us have it in varying degrees. Unlike most other types of excuse diseases, people suffering from this particular type of malady suffer in silence. Not many people will admit openly that they think they lack adequate intelligence, rather they feel it deep down inside them. Most of us make two basic errors with respect to intelligence. We underestimate our own brain power, we overestimate the other fellow's brain power. Because of these errors, many people sell themselves short. They fail to tackle challenging situations because they think it takes brain. What really matters is not how much intelligence you have, but how you use what you do have. The thinking that guides your intelligence is much more important than the quantity of your brain power. Let me repeat it, for this is vitally important. The thinking that guides your intelligence is much more important than how much intelligence you may have. In answering the question, can an ordinary child become a scientist? Dr. Edward Taylor, one of the foremost physicists in US, said a child doesn't need a lightning fast mind to be a scientist, nor does he need a miraculous memory, nor is it necessary that he get very high grades in school. The only point that counts is that the child must have a high degree of interest in science. Interest, enthusiasm is the critical factor even in science. With a positive, optimistic and cooperative attitude, a person with an IQ as low as 100 will earn more money, win more respect and achieve more success than a negative, pessimistic, uncooperative individual with an IQ of 120. Just enough sense to stick with anything until it's completed pays off much better than idle intelligence, even if idle intelligence be of genius caliber. For stickability is 95% of ability. Closely allied to intelligence excusitis is some incorrect thinking about knowledge. We often hear that knowledge is power, but this statement is only a half-truth. Knowledge is only potential power. Knowledge is power when you use it constructively. The story is told that the great scientist Einstein was once asked how many feet are in a mile. Einstein's reply was, I don't know. Why should I fill my brain with facts I can find in 2 minutes in any standard reference book? Einstein taught us a big lesson. He felt it was more important to use your mind to think than to use it as a warehouse for facts. One time, Henry Ford was involved in a libel suit with the Chicago Tribune newspaper. The Tribune had called Ford an ignoramus, and Ford said, in effect, prove it. The Tribune asked him scores of simple questions such as who was Benedict Arnold, when was the Revolutionary War fought, and others, most of which Ford, who had little formal education, could not answer. Finally, he became quite exasperated and said, I don't know the answers to these questions, but I could find a man in 5 minutes who does. Henry Ford believed in the ability to know how to get information than using the mind as a garage for facts. What I want around me, Henry Ford continued telling them, are people who can solve problems, who can think up ideas, people who can dream and then develop the dream into a practical application. An idea man can make money with me, a fact man can't. So if you want to cure this intelligence excusitis, then start thinking in these 3 ways. First, manage your brains instead of worrying about how much IQ you have got. Never underestimate your own intelligence and never overestimate the intelligence of others. Don't sell yourself short. Remember, it's not how many brains you have got, but it's how you use them. Second, remind yourself several times at work and at home daily, my attitudes are more important than my intelligence. See the reasons why you can do it, not the reasons why you can't. Third, remember that the ability to think is of much greater value than the ability to memorize facts. Use your mind to create and develop ideas. To find new and better ways to do things, ask yourself the $1,000,000 question. Am I using my mental ability to make history, or am I using it merely to record history made by others? So this was about how much intelligence we require to be highly successful. Let's now know about the price of success and failure. Vince Lombardi, the greatest coach in football history, once said, "The price of success is hard work, dedication to the job at hand, and the determination that whether we win or lose, we have applied the best of ourselves to the task at hand." The price of success is always lower than the price of failure, because in any field, you work only until you succeed for the first time and not forever. Once you succeed, then you only duplicate that for the rest of your life. This is similar to when you take an engineering or a medical school degree. From a college spending 4 to 5 years and then you get a job or a profession for a lifetime because of that degree. Had you not spent those 4-5 years and money there to get that degree, what would have happened then? You won't have had that lifelong job or profession. Think about the price of success you paid for that degree and price of failure you would have paid without that degree. Which one is cheaper? Suppose there is someone who is doing a small job today and he starts a business and becomes successful in that, making him rich or financially free. He gets freedom, higher self-esteem, all luxuries of life, freedom from binding of time, freedom from job, a chance to help others. He creates legacy for his family and an opportunity for employment of others. Now compare price of this successful life to the price of his failure life he was earlier living. Many times a failure leaves blemishes in life forever. Opportunities once missed don't come again. If you missed an opportunity to buy a property when it was available at throwaway prices, then you don't get this opportunity again. And you have to buy the same property at higher prices. This becomes the price of failure paid by you in life. In a similar way, suppose a friend bought some stocks when they were that cheap and also told you about it. You even had money but you didn't invest due to your doubts or for whatever reason. A few years down the line, you came to know that his stocks became multi-baggers and his small investment turned into a big fortune for him. And consequently, he left his job and became financially free. Now, in this case, the price of your failure to take action in time is doing that job for many more years in life. So a right decision taken in life at right time, which gives you good results in future, becomes the price of success paid by you at right time, and it gives you multifold returns of the price paid by you. One story below will clearly depict how the small price of success not paid in time turns into a big price of failure for a mother. Once a thief was arrested in theft charges. In court of law, when the judge declared he be sentenced for 6 months, he said to the judge that his mother should also be punished with him. The court was stunned. How cruel he was that he wanted his innocent mother to be punished despite of the fact that there was no evidence in the court that she was involved in any way in the crime. Why? The judge asked. The thief said, "Sir, only she is responsible for what I am today." How? The judge asked. The thief said in a sad voice, "Sir, when I stole a pencil in school for the first time, she knew it. When I stole books from class in college, she knew it. When after college I stole from shops, she knew it. When I finally started to steal from houses, she knew it. Had she slapped me like a loving mother for the theft when I first stole the pencil, I wouldn't have reached so far today. She is responsible for making me a thief. Therefore, she should also be punished with me." It is same for each of us in life. We abstain from paying small prices of success timely, which then turn into so big prices for us that many times we are unable to pay them. Sometimes in education, sometimes in selection of right job, profession and business, and sometimes in investments and sometimes in relations like the above mother. On the other hand, there is another story where a mama giraffe pays the small price of success in time to its calf. The birth of a baby giraffe is quite an earth-shaking event. The baby falls from its mother's womb some 8 feet above the ground. It lies still on the ground, too weak to move. The mother giraffe lovingly lowers her neck to smooch the baby giraffe, and then she lifts her long leg and kicks the baby giraffe, sending it flying in the air and tumbling down on the ground. As the baby lies curled up, the mother kicks the baby again and again until the baby giraffe, still trembling and tired, pushes its limbs and for the first time learns to stand on its feet. Happy to see the baby standing on its own feet, the mother giraffe comes over and gives it yet another kick. The baby giraffe falls one more time, but now quickly recovers and stands up. Mama giraffe is delighted. Why does the mama giraffe do this? She knows that unless the baby giraffe quickly learns to stand and run with the pack, it will have no chance of survival. The predators in the forest will eat it up. So the price of success is always far less than price of failure. And you have to pay this only once in your life, while on other hand, you pay price of failure again and again for a lifetime. Besides, life of failure is practically dying every day, compromising every day, beating oneself up every day for not having succeeded in life by paying price of success when the opportunity had come. But now it's only like crying over spilled milk. That's all for today. If you like this video, then please like, comment, share with others, and if you are here for the first time, then subscribe right now to our channel and also press the bell icon and keep your notifications open for getting the information about new videos. We will see you in our next video. Till then, namaskar. Thank you.